clearly very unhappy with the
Yeah, difficult decision obviously for the referee, but big mistake. Particularly because we're going to miss the player for the game against Reading. He was one game away from clearing his yellow cards. Obviously, there has been a lot of writing about the yellow cards that he's been getting for decisions. Once, a couple of them have been good decisions, a couple of them haven't, and this one certainly wasn't. Gardner doesn't even look at the ball; he goes to the player, and obviously difficult for the ref to judge, but a big mistake.
He looked very frustrated about the fact that he's getting booked for this. Did you have to speak to him about it?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously very frustrated. We opened ourselves to the referees. They came into our training ground. We've spoken to them. We've listened to them. Gareth acknowledged that it was difficult for them to make decisions. Said that he wouldn't change his style. It's difficult for them. He was comprehensive towards the referees, but I think today was a mistake.
Do you think it's difficult for referees because he's such a unique player in terms of?
Yeah, we spoke about this in the past. I just mentioned 3 times that it's difficult for the referees. There's no question about it. But today was a big mistake. So. Sometimes we have to give also a little bit of comfort and credit to the player because he's being chased now, and it's a little bit unfair what he's going through, particularly because he misses a game when there's going to be the clear out for the yellow cards, and it's extremely frustrating.
Does he feel victimised, Andre? Does he feel victimised by the referee?
No, I mean it's just I think a consequence of his pace, his ability, his speed. The amount of times that people don't want to stop him in various different ways. Sometimes they do it in a proper way. Sometimes they have to foul. I think he understands that. As I was saying, it's difficult for the refs to judge, but. Today was a mistake, and I think the team gets penalised for the game against Reading for a player of this dimension.
Is it a shame though that we're talking about Gareth Bale diving or not diving, and it's overshadowing?
Well, the questions come from you.
I know. I'm changing.
I think it was a brilliant game. I think we didn't deserve to go 1 goal down. In the first half, because we played some very, very good football, like we played at Villa the other day, but we just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. So, we told the players at the half-time to keep going because, as soon as 1 goal will come, I think we felt that we could score 2 or 3. We scored another one, but we couldn't score the third one, although we had chances to it. So I think we went through a bit of suffering in the end of the game that we didn't deserve for what we done here today.
You're up into third now, how much personal satisfaction do you get from that after people maybe got the wrong idea or the wrong impression of you during the time that you had at Chelsea?
Well, it's I don't take it as a personal battle. We just keep on going. The problem with the league this season, for Champions League spots is that everybody is very, very tight. And it's we go to third, but Everton and Chelsea play tomorrow. Arsenal will play. They have 1 game in hand. Chelsea 1 game in hand. So we can't live off unrealistic situations. We just have to keep on gathering the most amount of points we can. Our comfort comes a bit from the fact that we have gone to Old Trafford, to Goodison, to the Emirates, and to the Etihad already. And we have difficult trips to Stamford Bridge and Anfield, but we've cleared a couple of the stadiums where normally, our opponents can lose points, and our satisfaction comes from that, and from a festive period where with 2 away fixtures we won both of them, and from a December that, apart from the Everton game, was extremely good for us.
Well, we played with a lot of commitment and a lot of heart. We got ourselves in front just before half time, and it was obviously disappointing to concede 2 goals within 2 minutes. It knocked us back, and while we were trying to press, Tottenham and obviously had chances to make it 3. But right until the end, we kept going. So I couldn't fault the commitment of the team at all.
And going into these two games, if somebody said you'd come out with 3 points, would you have been happy enough with that?
Yeah, I think that would be a fairly decent assessment. It's a great win. But having said that, we won on Boxing Day, gave us a great lift. We'd gone in with this in good spirits, and we had a fight pretty hard throughout the afternoon. They're a very fine side, Tottenham. Very fine side indeed.
Is your goalkeeper playing as well as anyone in the Premiership?
Oh, he's done brilliantly. Really, really great save. At the time, that might have made it 3-1 in the match. He's pulled off another one after that as well too.
What did you make of the yellow card for Bale's alleged dive?
Well, I don't know. It's a long distance away from me, So, and I haven't seen it back. Have you? What is it? What's the?
Slight touch on his knee.
Is it?
Any injuries for the next?
Well, John O'Shea, obviously, he'll be out, and we're stretched a bit, but that's only to be expected really at this time of the year, and we have to go again on the 2nd of January.
What's the Shea got?
He's got he felt the bottom of his hamstring down towards just the back of it. So, yeah.
Going into the new year, though, presumably the atmosphere, the mood is a lot more buoyant than it was on 6 weeks ago.
Well, I've said to the lads here that the mood has always been pretty upbeat, but of course, winning football matches, as we have been doing just recently, has given the boys an extra boost of confidence. I think that was the big thing. That said, you still have to win the games, and we've been able to. Southampton away was a big win for us. Following it up here on Boxing Day was great. So yeah, the spirit is, well, as I said, it's never been broken, but it's in pretty good order at the moment.
Are they trying one or two things that perhaps they weren't doing a month or so ago?
Well, I don't know. I think confidence from winning a game or two will give you that. Will give you that opportunity if that's the case. I think that they'd be less frightened of making mistakes here. And while I say that, and yet there were periods in the game there when we had good possession, and it's dealing with it at the right moment. It's last 4 or 5 minutes of the game when you know that maybe we would have to deliver some really decent balls into the penalty area, and we didn't do that. Yet Adam Johnson's pulled a great ball back that I think that Connor Wickham, seemingly it was, it's flashed past me rather quickly, but it looks as if he gets a touch at all, he maybe puts it into the net. And but even to keep an unbeaten run going today would have been good news. But that wasn't the feeling at half time. I think we felt that we could go on to win the game. I think I was asked, what did it seem unfair that we were in the lead at half time? Or maybe was it against the run of play? But I didn't see Tottenham carve out that many chances against us in the first half. They had one which was of our own doing that eventually hit the bar and came out. That aside, I don't remember too many. I thought that we defended pretty strongly.